This year's 2012 Morningstar Canadian Investment Awards Career Achievement winner is Arthur Labatt.
Well, I grew up in London, Ontario, on Central Avenue, right in the middle of town, overlooking Victoria Park. It was a nice house, but not a grand house by any means. And I had one brother and a sister. And I think it was quite a normal childhood. But it wasn't always easy being a Labatt growing up in London.
So far, Labatt succeeded at most things he attempted. That is, until he met Sonia.
Initially, Sonia had little interest in me. She was far more interested. We were up at our cabin on Smoke Lake with some other fellow who was much more acrobatic than I was and was hanging from the chandeliers, and he seemed to be the fun guy. So it took me about 3 months of hard work to finally really go out with Sonia on a date. I persisted. And we've been married now for about 54 years, so it has worked out.
In 1956, Labatt joined Clarkson Gordon, where he earned his CA. He then worked for the investment dealer McLeod Young Weir, and next up, Bolton Tremblay.
We tried hard for 6 to 8 months to see if we couldn't come up with an arrangement to buy the Bolton Tremblay funds, but there was just no deal, and we decided that we'd have to start from scratch, just the three of us and 2 support staff.
In September of 1981, Trimark Investment Management was born, which Labatt co-founded with Bob Krempel and Michael Axford.
We couldn't have chosen a more difficult time to start an equity fund company. We had 2 funds, a Canadian equity fund and an international fund. But interest rates were 19%. Who wanted equities? It was easier to leave your money in the bank and earn 17 to 18%. But we knew intuitively that it was a very good time to be starting.
From its humble beginnings, Trimark grew to become one of Canada's largest and most successful fund companies, winning numerous awards along the way for its excellence in investment management and other services.
Arthur's role was initially the financier, and he gave us credibility on the street because, we were just a new company being formed, and it was a difficult time. We needed that credibility. Arthur provided it, helped us with getting money and capitalizing the company and that sort of thing. But then on an ongoing basis, Arthur's character, niceness, if you like, his willingness to communicate with anybody and everybody, he was really our goodwill ambassador, both inside the company and outside the company. And he knew the staff, he knew their names, he believed in managing by walk around, maybe even before that became the rage. And the reason for Trimark's success rests in large part because of its strong culture, and Arthur was a big part of creating that culture.
The company was a prize catch when it was sold in 2000, and the Trimark funds are now part of Invesco Canada. Along with his achievements in the business world, Arthur Labatt strongly believes in giving back to the community.
He is, without question, one of the most thoughtful, compassionate, and generous men I have ever met. Together with Sonia, Arthur has made a profound difference in this country by supporting the Labatt Family Heart Center and the Arthur and Sonia Labatt Brain Tumor Research Center here at SickKids. He has also supported the Labatt Family School of Nursing at Western. Countless children and young adults will have their lives enriched through Arthur and Sonia's generosity. So Arthur, on behalf of all whose lives you have enriched, thank you from the bottoms of our heart, and congratulations on receiving the Morningstar Career Achievement Award.